Pretty Prada. On today's video, we're going to be looking at 2 of the 3 new Prada Beauty Dimensions Multi-Effect Refillable Eyeshadow palettes. We're also going to be looking at the Pradascope Lash Lifting and Lengthening Mascara. Today with me, Rebecca. I am a fashion and beauty editor who has worked for over 20 years in the business as an editor, as a journalist, as a writer and ghostwriter for so many of the biggest names in the industry. And I have brought Not Fit for Print Beauty right here for you to have a little digital beauty magazine to look through every day or so here on YouTube. All right, let's get started. Everything that I talk about will be referenced down below for you to shop or peruse, and where I can, up here in YouTube shopping as well, which is getting more and more products every single day. All right, well, Prada Beauty shocked us that they were releasing new Dimensions Multi-Effect Refillable eyeshadow palettes. The original eyeshadow palettes, and they've added since they originally released them, were pretty shocking. Interesting color combinations and bright greens. They were beautiful and really out there. So Prada did some neutrals, which isn't that surprising because when they added colors to their lipsticks and lip balms, they added neutrals as well. So the neutrals were kind of their sophomore effort for both lines, the lips and for the eyes now. And we have 3 different shades. So we have, each one has this halo shade to it, and they all have 4 shades. So I picked up number 7, which is Peony. We are going to look at these outside in the warm California sunshine, don't worry. And I picked up number 8, which is Pansy. These are refillable. If you buy it in the case, because these cases are pretty sturdy, kind of dual tone, silver and gold looking, metal, not plastic. They're $85, but you can get a refill. I have 1 or 2 of the Prada refills from the original, and they do come in a little plasticky case. So the Cheapies Club is relevant, and I certainly wouldn't blame you because it's not like I'm wearing this on a chain. Nobody's going to know if I bought the refill or not. So, okay. Number 7 is Peony. It is extraordinarily subtle. I have a lot to say about it during the demo, which I have already filmed, and the version I bought is $85. I would love, love, love to have bought just the refills so I could have gotten all 3, but I don't think I saw them available yet for purchase. They're coming though. And right now Sephora has these advertised on the Sephora site for later in the month, but they don't have the refills available, looking like they're going to be available yet on Sephora. So you might want to wait for that. There's no information about these being limited edition, so maybe you can wait if you want to join the Cheapies Club. I'm always for that. And then number 8, I got Pansy. This one's a little bit deeper, but still very neutral. This one's a little bit warmer. Not that this first one is all that cool, but this first one, why am I contorting myself here? This first one is a little more neutral. This one is definitely warmer, and then there is a third that is even warmer and deeper, but all still neutral. All right, let's go ahead and take these outside into the warm California sunshine, and you'll see them laid out on my arm with, of course, the 7 Peony first, that really subtle one, and the 8 Pansy more towards my wrist. The 7 Peony swatches make it look actually deeper and more impactful than the shades actually are. Wait until you see the demo. And then right now I am conducting a bit of a wear test on our Pradascope Lash Lifting and Lengthening Mascara. This is $35, and it's a really interesting case. It's got an almost matte feel to it. It's metal, but it's wrapped in something. It's interesting. And then we have the really cool, if you can see that, it's got the nice bristles on one side and then like really short bristles and then a really kind of flat, so you can almost like really push up on the lashes with it. It's a really kind of useful brush and really kind of cool. And at $35, it's not pricing itself out of the market, really. I know. I do know. Nobody should be paying $35 for mascara. Trust me, I get it. I'm just saying, if we're working within the market for a luxury product, not too bad. They go bad pretty quickly though, mascara. Okay, I ordered these items on the Prada website and got a little treat, and I use the air quotes because it's kind of cheap, but it comes in this little Prada thing here, and you open it up and it's a little Prada triangle, and it has a little Prada mirror. Oh no, you don't open it. You don't open it. You flip it over so you can like check your look. think it's kind of tacky. I mean, you know, it's cute. One of my daughters will use it, and a lot of people have fun with it, but I sometimes feel like when they throw in these little things that they're just trying to be like, there, you don't have anything else, Prada. So why is it I feel, maybe it's just a me thing, I feel like they're like talking down. I'm like, don't. Stitch a piece of fabric and put the word Prada on it. They'll love it. Like, I kind of feel like that. Does anybody else? You can tell me if I'm wrong, you guys. I don't have to sit up here and gab and be right. You can tell me if I'm wrong. Does anyone else feel like they're kind of like, oh, give them that. They'll love it. You know, like I'm like, this is cheap. I don't know. Not that I'll shut up. So let's go now to the demo. I have a lot to say about these colors, and I need you to keep a few things in mind before I gab to you about my thoughts on these products. I called them the best release of the year they were released. I have never said a bad word about Prada. Their foundation is my favorite foundation I've ever tried in my life, hands down, period. It does everything for everyone. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to have a little bit of criticism as we go in here, and I want you to know that is not my typical with Prada. So listen up and let's go. Make sure you're subbed. Very important. Let's go now to the demo. Okay, let's start with our number 7 palette, the Peony. Again, I got 2 out of the 3, so I got 7 and 8. And then this one won't have the mascara with it, but when I wash my eyes off and we come back and do palette number 8, Peony, or Pansy, I'm sorry, when we do palette number 8, Pansy, we'll try out the brand new mascara with it then as well. Okay, so let's start right here, and I'm going to go into this biggest shade, the little Prada Triangle, and let's just go ahead and put that all over the eyes. This is a very, very light palette, which those of you who like deeper swatches and stuff might not be thrilled with this one, but I think it kind of works with today's very simple muted eye look. We don't have a lot of eyeshadow that's popular, trending right now, but we certainly have a lot of brands making eyeshadow. Eyeshadow's a big seller, so I think they'd like it to come back in. And maybe it will. In fact, generally it will. That's how fashion works, right? And makeup is fashion. Okay, and this is, what brush is this? This is a prototype from Rephr. I have sometimes the prototypes get thrown in with my other shades. So, you know, I should have maybe even started with this one up here because this is a real matte. Let's get this into the crease, which I kind of like. So what are you guys thinking? Is this going to be too light, this number 7 palette? Is this going to be too subtle, too light, or is it kind of perfect for day? And this would have been, in a way, kind of a good one to put, I hate to say it, with mascara because it probably does need that drama. These shades are kind of blending into one another. I love Prada products, Prada beauty products. Perhaps I'm not giving this one a fair shake, but I do feel that my light, medium, neutral skin tone, and again, we don't really have the advantage of mascara and such, but it would need a lot. And I do love subtle, but to me, this one looks like it's almost too subtle, which is probably the only slightly negative thing I have ever said about Prada Beauty, but I will say you would have to be of the fairest complexion, I think. And even then, I think the shades are all very similar once they are on the eye. So let's put that away and let's go to one that's more pigmented. 8 and 9 are more pigmented. 7, Peony, is what we have here. It's very pretty, but it's not pretty enough for it to be $85, and you know. All right, so let me take this off and then we'll come back and we'll do, this is gonna give us a lot more color, and we'll try the mascara too, so stay right there. All right, I think this is gonna be a little bit more of a satisfying look, and we're gonna pair it with the Prada mascara. I couldn't pair the first one, it's just too hard to keep scrubbing off my face. I found it can irritate my eyes. So it's not laziness, it's worry. Does that make sense? All right, this is a Rephr number 16, and we're going to start right here in this kind of satiny kind of matte shade. Go in there. I removed everything off of my eyes from the first palette, which it was so gentle of a look, it wasn't that hard to do. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just kind of putting that into the the crease, and I'm just basically already happier with it. I'm not someone who generally prefers a deeper, darker eye look. I love subtlety, and I love it, you know, so I'm kind of surprised at myself, but yeah, I didn't love that. Okay, so now let's go in here with this brown shade, and I'm just kind of building up, the outside and a little bit over that, sticking with the same Rephr brush because we don't need to make brush laundry if we don't have to. And then I'm going to go into we're going to use this shade up here, which they give you the least amount of, so they assume you're not going to use that much of it. And this is where it gets a bit burgundy, and for some people can end up looking a little bit like a lab test animal. But I think it actually just really comes off as a kind of ruddy brown, which is much better than a red for a lot of us, right? And I like it a lot. And then we have this slightly holographic shade here. You don't have to apply with your fingers. It's not sparkly, but I will just kind of there because I think the emolliency of the fingers will do it really nicely, and I think I'm right. I mean, there's an emolliency on the skin on the eyelids as well, but when you apply it with the finger, it really does warm it. It's a little cold in my filming area today, so that doesn't help either. That's pretty. Now this one I really like. I must admit to you that the first one we tried on isn't a favorite. You know, these things are all kind of, they're personal choices, but I think a lot of people are going to have trouble with that number 7. It's a little too subtle. There is such a thing as too much subtlety. Okay, I brought over a Rephr eyelash curler. I've been talking to you guys about the fact that I curl, I'll talk to you here. I've been talking to you guys about the fact that I have 3 eyelash curlers that I like. The Rephr, really kind of the original Rephr, but it comes in different sizes as well. And I've also been talking about how lately I love the BK Beauty, and I love Surratt, and I've been bringing the BK Beauty on with me. So I thought today I would showcase Rephr, and I'll link that below. Okay, so now that we've curled the lashes and I have liner on, and I just did a very subtle look with this number 8 Pansy, although the other was beyond subtle. This is actually subtle, you know? Okay, let's try this lash lifting lengthening mascara called Pradascope. Interesting. Okay, got 2 different sides here. Let's see how that works. Okay, so we want to build it a little bit, and I'm just kind of blinking over it a bit. I've been trying out so many mascaras that I actually feel, so for me, you guys, this is a job, so I do have a lot of makeup. I don't really ever showcase my collection because it seems like some sort of bragging, and it isn't. It's just what I do, you know. So I don't ever feel bad that I have too much makeup. That's my job. But you know what does make me feel wasteful? I feel like I have too much mascara, and it's all opened and it goes bad so quickly. I know all makeup goes bad, but this goes bad so quickly that it feels like, I don't know, like I should be using it up. So every time I test out a new mascara, for some reason, that's what makes me feel a little, I don't know. This is a really pretty mascara. So it's in really nice color black. I've been playing with it, and I've been playing with both sides of the brush as well on the eyes, and it builds very nicely and isn't getting flaky. That's a really nice mascara. Here's what I like about it. It's nice and lengthening, which I prefer lengthening. If you want a really volumizing mascara, I can tell you this wouldn't be your thing. But I did all of that on this eye. There's none on this eye. I did all of that with just one little dip into the tube. So that's pretty good. I see this as very lengthening and a little bit of volume, which for me, that's my personal favorite. If you like that super thick, almost caterpillar type look on the eyes, right, from mascara, then this won't be for you. And everybody has their preference. Not one isn't better than the other. Everybody has their preference. I still have not fixed something I've been complaining about, so you think I would fix it. There's something about this new setup that I've done that makes it really awkward to apply mascara on camera. Not off camera, because I don't put my everyday makeup on here, but there's just something about it. Okay. Let me speed this up, and I'll finish it. that is a really, really pretty mascara, you guys. And I have been trying a lot of mascaras lately. The Lisa Eldridge, she came out with her kitten lashes, if you saw my review, in that kind of like burnt umber shade, and I think it's gorgeous. It's the only brown, it's kind of a reddy brown. It's only a brown mascara I've ever tried and liked, so it's rare. And I didn't like her original kitten. Yesterday I tried on, in the video that was out 2 days ago, I tried on the new MAC Stack. They have like a different version of their MAC Stack that's really lengthening, and that was nice. This Prada is nicer, let me tell you. And I know that Victoria Beckham Beauty is coming out with a kind of brownish one also. She and Lisa Eldridge seem to move in similar circles. This is a really, really pretty one. What I'm going to do here, because I am packing to get out of town, so I won't be able to film again today, but what I'm going to do, I want you to watch for it on screen, is I'm going to let you know if this smudged or gave me any sort of transference. I use lash serum, so sometimes if it's not a great mascara, it will go up here. I hate that look, and I don't want panda bear eyes. So I'm going to let you know what hour I took it off at and if there were any panda bear eyes, because that's a big no-no. We don't want that in our mascara. So far, to summarize it, best mascara I've tried lately, and I've tried a bunch, although I do like the shade in the burnt umber from Lisa Eldridge. And in terms of the Dimensions Multi-Effect Refillable eyeshadow palettes, I think you're going to be great with 8, which is the Pansy shade, and I think probably 9. But this is the one I like. But the 7 Peony, boy, I mean, you got to really crave subtlety. I mean, beyond subtle with spraying it. Very, very subtle. All right, let me know what you guys think and what you purchased or are planning to purchase, and if you've tried the mascara, because I know Sephora has the mascara. Sephora doesn't have the palettes just yet, but they're coming towards the end of this month, I believe. So I'll put that up there. Meanwhile, the Prada store does have, the Prada online store does have this in Europe. You're probably getting them right away. And then you can take a look and tell me what you guys think and tell me if you agree or disagree. Make sure that you like and share, and please make sure that you have also subscribed to my channel, as that helps me grow. All right, I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.